Brandon, welcome back to the Everblack Podcast. My name is Luke. How are we doing today?
Doing so good, man. How are you?
Yes, absolutely fantastic. Getting all in the Christmas spirit. So
Lovely, lovely. It's that time. You have to
it
do it.
is. It is. You're becoming a regular now, returning for a sequel. We had a chat about 10 months ago now, before you came to Australia last time. So,
All I know is that was too long ago. You know what I'm saying?
but
I don't
it
know how
also
you feel,
seems
but
like yesterday.
I don't know how you feel, but I've missed you dearly.
Yes, every day.
You know? Yeah.
Every day
So I
I've
think
thought about that chat and just once again, I would love to see you again. And here we are.
epic.
Now, you guys have been extremely busy. How's it been since we last spoke?
Been very cool, man. We did a pretty decent amount of touring last year. We put out a lot of music. We put out the Paranoia sessions. We've been writing new music. So just gearing up for a fun adventure next year with doing a bunch of these curse shows.
Yeah, that's it. Well, we're stoked you're coming back again. So it's amazing news. Not such a long break in between.
Mhm.
We've got the Curse 20-year anniversary. 20 years. That's
It's kind of
crazy.
wild. You
That's
know what's
crazy.
even crazier is it's actually 21. It's even older than we thought.
That's right. We celebrate the 20.
Exactly. Yeah.
Make
Keep it
it feel
young.
younger. Make it feel younger.
Exactly.
It's gonna be a special tour. Um,
Absolutely.
I'm pretty excited for it myself. The announcement video that was hilarious. Loved that. Um,
It's funny when an idea comes together.
that's it. How did
But
it
that's
all
how
come
touring
about?
works. That's how touring works.
That's it. How did the whole tour itself and the let's say the video, how did it all come about?
Well, obviously we wanted to come back and do these curse shows as many places as possible. Australia was number one on that list, and thought it'd be a great idea to go with our boys, Memphis May Fire. We're friends of them. Their guitar player, literally lives down the street from me. But yeah, just thought it'd be a great idea. And we all happened to be in town at the same time, literally like 3 days before they announced. So we're like, let's do this video now. And we all know that the only way to figure out tour routing and everything about tour is to meet in the middle of a discrete field and rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, exactly.
So we
That's how
did
you,
what we had to do.
that's how you decide everything these days.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did you ever think 20 years ago you'd be here with this tour?
I had a weird dream that I thought I would be here today talking to you. Oh no, I was kidding. No, it's crazy. I think that like when you're a young band, I don't even think you think. I mean, I don't think we thought that far. You know, if I'm being totally honest, I may have. I mean, I think I lived in, and I still do live in a kind of bubble of like possibility. I think that like I'm a very why not type of person. Like, uh, why not me? Why not us? Like, why
Yeah.
not? Oh, why can't that work? But I feel like when we were younger, like I didn't even know or even think about like what the longevity of a band like us could even mean. Like I didn't even understand the parameters of what that was. So to still be here, still be a band 25 years deep, celebrating 20-year anniversaries of albums that people not only care about, but like really care about still. Like, these shows are selling faster than any Australian tour we've done in years. So it's like it's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, it seems to be the thing at the moment. Lots of people are doing the anniversary tours for those albums. I mean, maybe it just shows how old we're getting, but
It's
like
it's all of our fans that grew up together trying to find that thing that makes us feel young again. You
that's
know?
it. That's it.
You know what I mean?
And I mean, there's probably less moshing, less crowd surfing because we're all too old to do that. But that's fine. If you get some new fans in there, you might.
We did one show. We did one of these curse shows in Anaheim, in California, in October, as well as the When We Were Young shows in Las Vegas. But that California show, there was 40-year-old, 45-year-old, late 30s, like grown ass adults pitting and singing their heart out, like they've been waiting to get it out for a decade. Like they're still holding on to like some shit their dad did when they were teenagers. And it was visceral. I did not expect the level of just like absolute chaos that there was at these shows with grown adults going ape shit.
Well, I'm sure the Aussies will bring it as well. I'm sure we'll probably do the same, let's be
I mean,
honest.
you guys are usually more wild when it comes to
Yes.
shows, so we'll see.
That's it. Now, I was speaking to Matty the other day. He said he lives nearby as well. Is he a
Yeah,
neighbor
he lives
too?
maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes down the road. He's one of the reasons why I moved to Tennessee.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so there's like a whole kind of crew of us here. It's all the Memphis boys. It's Cody from Wage War. It's Matt who's 0936. There's so many bands. Aaron from Under Oath lives down the street. There's like a million people that live from like 10 different bands that live in a 10-mile radius.
I just have this image in my head of everybody taking the trash out on a early Sunday morning or whatever day it is, and just there's hey yeah, like just
Pretty much. I mean, with myself and Kellen and 0936, it's pretty much like that. Like I texted I texted them with like a little group text, and I texted them yesterday so that they could drive by my house and see the new 10-foot abominable snowman that I got in my front yard. So it's like that. Like we're that close.
amazing, amazing. We hopefully we get to see
Oh,
that.
I'll post something. I'll post something.
Perfect. Yeah, so again, backtracking a little bit, going back to speaking to Matty, he's pumped. I mean, obviously they're pumped to be on tour with you guys again. I think it's a perfect choice. When I saw the announcement for you guys touring with them, like I said to him as well, I was screaming on the inside like a 15-year-old girl, maybe on the outside too, but like it was such a surreal moment. I just thought, wow, that's just like I've seen you guys so many times over the years, going back to my early days. And yeah, it was just such an epic announcement. So, and we're all hoping for a maybe an appearance for Misery from yourself
I mean, if
and
I
and
if I
Matty.
did do it at least a few times, it'd just be out of sheer laziness. I mean, I'll be literally in the room, so
Yeah, that's it.
all I have to do is just walk out on stage and sing for a few seconds.
You don't even have to walk out, just sing from the side.
I'll just
Just
do it from the dressing room and have a camera, have roll the TV out.
well, we got
Yeah,
to give the people what they want. So
exactly, exactly. No, I see a good chance of that happening.
perfect, perfect. Now, for those who may not have, I mean, there's probably not many, but seen or heard of Atreyu before, what song from that album do you think would grab someone and make them a fan?
Man, I think some of my favorites on the Curse. I think Bleed Mascara is a crucial cut. I mean, it's a fan favorite too, but it is probably the most like loud introduction you could get to our band. Like it's kind of like fully off the rails. Like Train has gone off the track from the get go. So I feel like that's a good element of our band that people should know. I think You Eclipse by Me is one of the more kind of like I think heavier like almost like moshy songs we've ever written. And then I think This Flesh of Tomb is one of my other favorites on that record too.
Yep.
Another classic, yeah.
Agreed, agreed. Mine was Bleeding Mascara back in the day, and I remember when I first heard that song too. My parents didn't love me when I found that.
Your parents were not alone in that. I
No,
think we made a lot of people concerned for their teenage kids of like, what the hell are they into?
I was just mental, and I used to be the type of kid I'd wake up on a Sunday morning, and we had like the big stereo system in the lounge room. I'd never had
Yeah,
one in my room at the time, and it was Sunday morning, 7 a.m. and just bang, just
yeah.
wake
And then
up.
they see the and then they see the artwork, and it's just a bunch of like black haired dudes with like makeup on. And they're like, "What's going on with
What
my
are you
child?
doing?
What is this? This is not what I envisioned."
And then these days, I've seen so many reels these days as well, where it's like they have the person going to the kids' room and saying, "Oh, it's just a phase, it's just a phase," and then it goes to
Yeah,
some old dude now rocking out still with his
still
broom
at the
or his
shows.
vacuum.
Exactly, exactly.
So we're obviously going to get the album in full. I'm sure we'll get some extras.
Yeah.
Will we get any of the new reimagined songs?
Um, that's a good question. I would love to. We've only done we had done Like a Stone a handful of times this year, and it was really fun to play. I would love to do at least one of them. So it's just a matter of time, squeezing in as much as we can time wise.
Yeah.
But I think as it is now, we're gonna try and do maybe four or five kind of extras throughout the catalog. But I would love to. I would love to do at least one of the Pronoia kind of
Yeah,
reimagined
awesome.
tracks.
What brought that album on? Like, was it just an idea that got floated, or
Yeah, it was. It started during COVID with we were doing like acoustic stuff on like Twitch, and then we started doing acoustic stuff sort of for our VIP like meet and greets, and we were kind of found ourselves doing different versions of these songs. And it originally started that we wanted to do it when COVID was kind of still happening. We were going to do an acoustic record that was essentially going to be a live stream, and we are going to do an exact or as exact as we could mock of the Nirvana Unplugged, but like redesign the set and everything,
yep,
and then do just like an unplugged album, and then just kind of put that up on DSPs and for streaming and like stuff like that. And then we kind of started digging in, and it was like then the world opened up, so there was not a real need for a live stream anymore. And it was like, well, maybe we'll do a show, and then it just kind of kept morphing into what was like, why don't we just go into the studio and make an actual album and like go all the way with it? So that's when it kind of turned from just being acoustic versions of songs to like fully new versions of songs that were completely, in some cases, vastly different than the originals.
yeah, 100%. And they're so, like you said, different. They're so different in their own way, and I think they're awesome. The Like a Stone cover, incredible. Like I feel like you crushed the vocals on that one too.
Thank you, man.
That must have been
Thank
fun
you.
to do.
It was awesome, man. Super fun.
Yep. Was there a bit of I guess a tribute, obviously, to Chris
Yeah,
in there?
absolutely. I
Like
mean,
it
I
would have
mean,
felt
Cornell and Tom Petty both are two of my singing heroes, songwriting heroes.
it's my uncle,
And what's that?
Uncle Tom.
Uncle Tom, yeah.
That's my last name, Petty.
Oh, it's perfect. Perfect. But yeah, definitely just absolute heroes. So you want to try and do them justice.
Yeah, no, definitely, and it just makes it more heartfelt for, I guess, for yourself as an artist to do that in tribute of them, but also for the fans as well, like hearing
For
someone else
sure.
do a rendition of a song that they absolutely adore.
For sure. It makes it higher stakes, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like you really can't fuck that up. A lot of people mad at you if you fuck up Tom Petty or Chris Cornell.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
say
we could go
goodbye.
on for ages talking about all the music that you've done, all the features that you do. Incredible artist. I asked Maddie the other day, too. I asked him what his favorite Atreyu song was.
Okay.
Um, so I'm going to flip it. What's your favorite Memphis May Fire song and why?
Dude, honestly, before I sang on it, it was Misery. The song goes so hard, and like Maddie's almost like sort of rap, almost like it's almost like a hip hop feel in the verses almost. Um, but honestly, I love everything that they've done in the last like 5 years. I feel like they've come into a whole new era of Memphis that is like so far beyond what they ever did before. So I'm like a reverse of what every fan on the internet says. Like I prefer the new shit.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
No,
But
agreed.
yeah,
As he said, they've been doing it for so long, and they have that connection now, and it's just kind of all fit into place perfectly. So it's like
absolutely.
what they do now is second effort.
For sure. Yeah. They found the formula for them for sure.
Yeah, they're
It's
amazing.
awesome.
Another quick fire question: if you weren't a musician, what would you be doing?
I feel like I would either if I never even pursued music at all, I would say I'd be a chef. I love to cook. That's like my one other like hobby that I have is I just really love to cook. And I'm pretty good at it. If music was still in the question, I'd probably be in like management or something like that, like music management. Just because I tend to have pretty like broad vision when it comes to this kind of stuff. So I would probably want to try and help other artists.
Yep. No, perfect. Great answers.
And if I
Or you'd
and
be
if that
selling
and if it wasn't
10-foot
that
snowmen.
if it wasn't that, it would be a balloon artist.
Oh,
But like I'm talking top tier, best of the best balloon artist,
so a 10-foot snowman as a balloon.
made out of balloons.
Yes.
Kids are looking at it wondering how, and that's why I get paid the big bucks.
And you have the mentality, like you said before, why not?
Yeah, why not? Why
Why not?
can't I build the Empire State Building out of balloons?
Bigger.
You can
Bigger
hire
is
me
better.
for your birthday party. Too bad you can't. I'm booked 5 years out. Yeah, that's probably
I love it.
that's the real answer of what
That's
I would
it.
do.
That's
Yeah.
it. Well, we're super pumped to have you come back. I will be there. I will see you from the photo pit as I do every time you come here.
Oh yeah.
Once again, thank you for the time chatting with us.
Oh yeah. Appreciate it.
From myself, the Everblack Podcast, we wish you, the band, and your family a happy and safe Christmas.
You as well.
Yeah, we'll definitely see you in Brisbane. And we'll have all the links below to the tour. And yeah, let's go celebrate such an iconic album.
Absolutely. Let's do it together.
Let's do it. We'll hold hands.
Awesome.
I'll reach for you.
Yeah.
Not last time. I think last time was at the Bright Side Outdoors, and that's like 10 foot high stage. So
Yes.
you probably didn't even see me down there because I would have been minute.
We'll figure it out better this time.
Triffid's a good venue. It's a good venue.
Yeah. Stoked. Super stoked.
Too easy. Well, thanks, Brandon. Enjoy.
See
Again,
you.
we'll talk to you soon.